Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds among heavyweights. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. David Haye is on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. We're underway here. We've been talking in the lead-up to this fight about who has the advantage with the speed. Well, we know who that is. As for his opponent?
Well, his opponent's going to have to come up with something else, and what he's going to have to come up with is timing. You know, timing can negate speed.
How so?
Well, just making sure that before your opponent starts, you time him. You beat him to the mark. You're not as fast as him, but guess what? The good news, this is not a sprint. This is a boxing match. You can beat him to the mark. For all intents and purposes, you're faster.
What a forceful hook by Lights Out. "90 seconds to go here in this round.
Nice work.
Good combination to the body. Lights Out's defense is paying off now. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Toney's landed a good, solid combination. He dazed his opponent that time with that power punch. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Missed the body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Like the way he was able to hook to the gut there. 3 minutes gone by in this round. Here we go. Round two is underway. Toney's right hand scores well. Landing two jabs by Lights Out. Good step back counter punch there. Nice work with the overhand right. Lights Out so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Looking good. Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Avatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure, and then you put those medicines in it, and then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
There's that hook to the body. Not able to land the headshot.
In and out, in and out.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Round is over. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. I just can't get over the lack of defense here. It's as if he wasn't taught any in the gym.
Well, see, that's the key, and I can tell you he wasn't, because those are things that you have to be taught before you get to the event. Either you know it or you don't know it. He doesn't know it. He's not learning it now.
Good defensive skill. Nice work, the left hand to the head. David Haye's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Lights Out's doing a beautiful job here early on of counter punching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counter punching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Keep moving.
He comes with the straight right hand.
You're still not
Took a
moving.
shot, now he gives a left.
It's okay, let's go. Use your feet.
Smart boxing here. Good effective work with the counter punch by Lights Out.
There we go.
Now here's what I like about David Haye. He puts his punches together. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. That hook was well off the mark. And that's the end of round 3. Toney's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Nice jabs there by Lights Out. Crashes home with the uppercut.
Use your feet.
Toney's out there just waiting on a counterpunch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is it? Because he knows if he walks in, he's going to get caught. So what he wants to do is, he knows there's basically a guard at that door. He's trying to get that guard to get out of there so he can go through that door.
It's okay. Pay him back.
$90 seconds to go in round number 4.
Oh, you need to block more.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lights Out. Putting his punches together. Good combination by Lights
Come
Out.
on, kid, focus.
Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
That's a nice right hand that time by David Haye. Right to the body. David Haye's punches are way off the mark. He's been committed to throwing plenty of them. He just hasn't been committed to hitting plenty of the target.
No, it's not like his opponent suddenly became the invisible man. I mean, he's right there in front of him. It's just that he's tired, and these punches are coming from left field, and guess what? They're not getting to the plate.
And round 4 comes to an end. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Toney's is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Fine work with the double jab downstairs. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Halfway into round number 5 here. Oh, what a big hook to the head by Lights Out.
Up and down, side to side.
Nice job doubling up the jab by Lights Out. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Toney's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Lights Out's right hand working well that time. He scored well. End of the round. And his lack of defense caught up with him there. No doubt about it. I mean, he just keeps his hands low, Teddy.
Yeah, he keeps his hands low. He doesn't move his head enough. He's an inviting target. He's a guy that you want if you're in the other corner.
David Haye is throwing lots of punches, and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now. And at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
Effective work with that flush overhand right. He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Uppercut.
David Haye's right hand scores well that time.
Left and right.
Toney showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch.
Watch the hook.
David Haye's nose is bloodied up. Who knows how that started right there, but the bottom line is he's got to deal with it.
Let's see some more head movement.
And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage.
You're not focused.
David Haye with a lot coming behind that hook. A crushing 2-punch combo by Lights Out. Toney's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy, why is he so successful?
Because you just said it. He's putting them together. You know, 1 or 2 wouldn't land, but he's handcuffing the guy. And the first 2 punches, they set up the 3rd and 4th.
End of that round, and what I take away from it is that he has a great grasp of what the judges look for. Good, clean, effective punching has him in control.
But that's what happens when you have a good amateur background, where you're real calm. That's your office. You're able to see things. You don't see 1 way to hit a guy, not even 2. You see 4 or 5 ways to hit a guy with the same punch. And he's showing that right now.
Good double jab by Lights Out. That's a hook right to the flank. Lights Out, staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside.
Unload. Unload.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Halfway through the 7th round, parries the punch, puts one in there. David Haye winds up and misses badly. David Haye's looking like the one thing you don't want your fighter to be, Teddy, and that is careless.
Yeah, well, first of all, when you throw a jab, you throw it like you're testing hot water. Bang, you get it back just as fast as you throw it out. He's throwing it slow right now, And that's where the carelessness comes in. Something's going to come over that slow jab.
I'm curious to see how David Haye reacts to this. He has a bloody nose. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Lights Out's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Good job with the old 1-2 by Lights Out.
Side to side. You want this fight?
I wonder if there's an answer to change this, Teddy. Here we are in round number 8, and it has become a one-sided fight as he has strung round after round together.
You know, that's the right question, Joe, but you got to ask it to the right guy. Not to the guy who's winning. He's going to keep doing it. Why would he change it? The opponent needs to be asked that question. Do you want to change this?
Solid straight right hand. Toney's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. David Haye's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. What a good counterpunch by Lights Out. David Haye's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Lights Out.
Wait, get out of the corner. Move out of there.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Don't stay in one spot. Circle.
Keep moving.
Up and down, side to side.
Solid right by David Haye.
You got nice.
And there's the left hand working well for him again.
Keep moving. Keep moving around the ring.
Great hook to the head that time.
Over your head, kid. There you go.
And round 8 comes to an end. Lights Out's in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
This is not what I like with David Haye. Sometimes he gets sloppy defensively. He needs to tighten up there. You can see how his opponent is able to get in consecutive shots. And he engages in the clinch.
You got this one.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Head movement.
He just missed that shot up top.
Relax.
Use your feet.
90 seconds into the 9th round.
Let's see.
Toney's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Flush right hand to the head.
Get out of the way.
David Haye's hurt by a big shot. Toney's right hand did a nice job that time. And yet another big shot comes in. How will David Haye react now? A power shot just floored him. David Haye's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. See how he targets that hook? Lights Out's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Blocks the headshot. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. Good job just staying sound defensively, blocking that punch. And that does it for this round.
Deep breath.
Now that he's back in the corner and we get a close-up look, David Haye's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady. The same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Toney's punch is far off the target. Lights Out's defense is playing a prominent role in this fight, Teddy.
Yes, it is. And specifically what it is he has good fundamentals. He keeps those hands up real good. You know, they're attached. They're up around his chin. His elbows are in. You know, he has a real shell there that's not easy to penetrate.
Little setup punch. 1, 2, 2 jabs to the body. And we've reached the halfway point of round 10. Toney's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
You need to keep your head moving.
Super 2-punch combo by Lights Out. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Toney's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Toney's given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. A guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. And he ties up on the inside.
Looking good.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Lights Out. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Toney's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Halfway through this 11th round, comes right back at him with a left hand. Tried the hook, didn't get it, and just grabbing onto his opponent. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Lights Out.
That's it. That's 1, 2.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by David Haye. David Haye's work rate is very high. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he's a busy guy. I don't think he's an effective guy, though. A lot of these aren't landing.
Well, you have a reason to think that, Joe. Guess what? I agree. They're not landing.
Toney's reputation is that of a guy who likes to punish an opponent. Well, then he's got a smile on his face tonight, because all night long, that's all he's done.
I don't know too many guys who don't like to punish their opponents. Show me one that doesn't, especially when his opponent has been so agreeable.
Keep working the body.
Not precise at all by David Haye.
Keep moving.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lights Out. Comes across with a hook up top. Good effective work with that straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Halfway through this 12th and final round.
Pace yourself.
Come on, side to side.
Go.
Nice strike after catching one by Lights Out. Toney's doing exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You know, you're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly, it's boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
Lights Out's doing well here with that two-punch combination. That was not well targeted by David Haye. 10 seconds to go in this, the final round. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. That was a dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, this is one you would think there's no drama in the reading of the scorecards.
Let's hear those scorecards and send it up to the ring. A well-deserved win by Lights Out. Unanimous decision, say the judges.
You can have your eyes closed and see that one, or almost closed.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.